Hello everybody. I gotta get my other glasses on. Thursday, October 24th. 2 months from today is Christmas Eve. So, I've tried recording this video 100 times. It hasn't worked out. It's my day off. And I was planning on sleeping in. But I got a call from my son this morning and asked if I could go pick up his girlfriend and get her to work, because there's a whole drama going on over there. Not with him and her, but with the person she was catching a ride with. She doesn't drive, or she doesn't have a license, I should say. But yeah, so did that. Got up, at 8 o'clock rather than I wanted to sleep in until about 10. But oh well, it is what it is. Did that. Then on my way, he borrowed my car yesterday, and on my way after picking her up, I realized, okay, well, my temperature gauge is way up at the top, and I had told him to put coolant in it yesterday. He didn't. And also, I needed oil. I'm going to get an oil change right now. But yesterday I told him the oil level was getting low, so put a quart of oil in it before you drive it down to Lima. Well, he didn't. So I had to take care of that. And then my car wouldn't start. My battery was dead. Although, I don't think it was the battery. I think it just needed oil and coolant. So, got that taken care of. Went to Walmart, picked up coolant. I just put that in. So right now my car's looking good. And my oil level is up, so I had a couple quarts of oil in my car, but I said only put one in because I'm getting an oil change tomorrow. He said okay, but he didn't do it. So anyway, long story short, I got up earlier than what I wanted to. Now I got to tell you what I did yesterday. First of all, it was a write-off day for me because it was Andrew's 21st birthday. I got off work at 8 o'clock. They picked me up. We went out to dinner that late at night. So, and then we had cake about 11 o'clock. So, I was good up until that point. Well, not really, because I had a payday candy bar at work, which I don't know why I did, but I did. I think I was thinking in my mind that it was going to give me a little bit of energy because I was dragging yesterday. But I think I'm dragging because I haven't been eating right. Or I've gone back to some old habits that are bad. Let's just say that. So, anyway, today, so far, I've been really good. I've only had 3 points, but I just ate it's 12:46, okay? I didn't eat breakfast till like an hour ago, maybe not even that long ago. I had sort of an omelet. It was intended to be an omelet. It turned out to be sort of an omelet that just had eggs and veggies and a slice of Velveeta cheese. I'm going to show that to you. Right, for breakfast this morning on my day off, I'm having an almost omelet. It started out to be an omelet. It's sort of like scrambled eggs now. It's just 1 egg, 2 eggs, 2 egg whites. That's 0 points. I've got some sauteed vegetables that I sauteed in Pam for 0 points. And I got 1 slice of Velveeta on there for 1 point. And then I'm just having some fruit for 0 points. And I have 2 points in my coffee. So it is a 3-point breakfast. I made that, I've been talking about this pumpkin chili recipe that I found, and there I put my fuse back in for my ABS system, just so I could get a good mileage reading on here, and yeah, it just kicked back on me. It was doing this before, that's why I took the fuse out. I have one of the ABS sensors that doesn't work, so it makes the whole system seem weird. But I don't have as much mileage on this car as I thought I had after driving all that way. So I've only put a couple thousand miles on the car since I've had it. which is the trip out there and the trip out back, or back, really. So, anyhow, I digress. So, in Country Woman magazine, in the last issue that came out, they had several fall soup recipes, and this one piqued my interest. It's called Autumn Pumpkin Chili. And I had all the ingredients for that, and it looked pretty good, and I thought, I bet I can make this for 0 points. And so I put it in the recipe builder, which, by the way, on the app, they've changed things around, and that recipe builder is hard to find, and I don't like it. I'm just saying that. I'm just putting that out there. Why, if something's working, do they have to change it? So, I mean, you got to hunt for it. I found it, but it took me a while to figure out where it was. And I couldn't tell you how I did it. Anyway, so I made this pumpkin chili recipe. And it has to cook in the slow cooker, like all day long. And all it is, if I remember, I'll put the recipe down below. But of course it's pumpkin, which, I have canned pumpkin. So I have that. They wanted the solid pack pumpkin. I just used I drained a can of my home canned pumpkin. Some diced tomatoes, which I had just made. So I used a jar of my tomatoes. Actually, I used the one that wasn't quite full enough for me to can, or I had one extra jar, I think it was, because it was a full jar. I had one extra jar, and I just decided I'm just going to stick this in the refrigerator and use it in a recipe. So that's why I threw that in. Some sauteed veggies, which that's what they wanted canola oil for. I didn't have any. I just used Pam. If I would have used the canola oil, it would have bumped the recipe up to 1 point per serving. So anyway, I just used Pam. So it's like green and yellow veggies, peppers, and an onion, and garlic, 1 garlic clove. Throw it all in the crock pot, and a pound of crumbled up turkey. And you can use turkey or chicken. I used the 99% fat-free turkey breast that I had. I had made it into patties, and I thought, I'm going to use it in this chili. So that's what I did. The recipe is 0 points. Now there's and it calls for salt and pepper and some chili powder. And just because I'm Hungarian, I throw nutmeg in all my soups. So because I tasted it and needed a little extra something, so I threw the nutmeg in. And I didn't measure it, I just did it to taste. The nutmeg gives it sort of like a nutty sweet flavor to it. And then I also had a part of a jalapeno pepper that I was using. And I just threw that in. Just, I didn't dice it up or anything. I just threw it in, and I'll take it out. The one thing I didn't throw in, and I kind of wish I did, and I probably will do that after I get home, is throw in a bay leaf in, because I just like the flavor of it, But it's 0 points. This recipe, it makes 4 servings, 0 points each. So that's what I'm having for dinner tonight. And it smells amazing. But if you have the Country Woman magazine, you can find it in there. But like I said, I'll either link it or type it up down below for you. Very easy to do. It took me, 5 minutes to throw together and get everything in the crock pot. So I don't know what I'm going to have with it, but I'll have something with it. I might have a pork chop with it. I don't know. We'll see how my points go today. But I know I have pork chops in the freezer. And I have chicken breast in the freezer. I'm kind of all chickened out for a while. So, and now I have to stop over at Big Boy after my oil change. It's right down the street from where I'm going to get my oil change, to give Savannah something that she needs for work that she left at my place when they were there the other night. So I'm going to stop there, and then I told her I'm going to eat lunch while I'm there. So I'm just going to have a salad and call that a day. All my birthdays are over now for the month of October, except for Joe's birthday, which is next week on Halloween. But I'm making pumpkin stew because it's like the tradition. So I told the boys I'm going to make the beef stew and the pumpkin, so come on over for dinner. We'll just celebrate Dad's birthday. So I'd like to keep that tradition alive, just, you know. Anyway, October has been a complete wash for me weight-wise. I mean, I got down into Wonderland the last week of September, or well, it was actually just before my anniversary. So toward the end of September, it's been a month since I've been in Wonderland, and I've been teetering the same 2 pounds, going back and forth. So I haven't lost an ounce. As a matter of fact, I might have gained a couple ounces. I'm still in Wonderland the last I weighed. Now, today is my normal weigh-in day. I didn't weigh in today because I went out late last night and I had a burger. You know, that just, sometimes I think when you're, as long as you don't do it all the time, I think if you're really craving something, like last night I was really craving a burger. I think you need to have it, because otherwise you're going to keep craving it, and I think that's how binges start. So I thought, all right, we went to Chili's. I had this burger, and it was a good sized burger, but I hadn't had one in a long time, like a burger on a bun. And they asked me if I wanted French fries or if I would like to have something else, and I said, well, what are my choices? And I chose a piece of corn on the cob, which I ended up only eating half of that because it wasn't very good. It was just so watery and soggy. And I'm thinking, this is why I can my own food, because my food tastes so much fresher than this. So anyway, I didn't have any points on that corn, I don't think. I don't think there was butter on it. It didn't seem like there was. And it could be it was just tasty yucky because we were there late and it was the end of the day. The restaurant was going to close, in an hour, and you know how that goes. But anyway, I did eat the burger, and we did have chips and salsa before our dinner came. I just drank water, so that was, at least I didn't have a Coke with my burger. But still, I had more points than what I had left for the day. Especially after I ate that payday candy bar yesterday. I was doing really well all day long, and then yesterday afternoon, after my final break, I had a payday candy bar, and it was a conscious decision to get that, because I had to struggle to get it out of the vending machine. I didn't need it. I mean, I thought, because I was so tired, I thought maybe it would give me a little bit of energy to get through the day, and it didn't. I don't know, I'm so tired, and I got plenty of sleep the night before, so actually more sleep than I got last night. But I'm sure that my tiredness is a lot due to I have been eating off kilter. Oh, my tire sensor's on. They're going to rotate my tires too, which they probably need. I haven't had my tires rotated since May, and I've driven down to South Carolina and back, and I need to keep this particular car, I need to keep it running for 2 or 3 more years, because it's going to take that long before I'm going to be able to afford anything else. So I would like a newer car, but so far this one's okay as long as I can keep it running. I'm going to definitely need to get gas today, because my son brought it back with less gas than what he took it with. So I have to go to the post office after my oil change and after I ate lunch, so I'll stop at the gas station on the way home. Anyway, that's my day today. Another day. I wanted to get some cleaning done. I have to clean my kitchen this afternoon. That is a must. I have to reorganize some things, because some things just are no longer convenient for me. So just thinking about moving my table into a different spot. but I don't think that's going to work out. I measured it. It's going to be too short for other things I have to move. Unless I move my hutch. I could do that, move my hutch and my one case of jars. Oh, we'll see. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud now. That would actually make more sense. Which means I'd have to unload everything and then reload it up. But hey, exercise, right? I got over 10,000 steps yesterday. So, like, the only thing right now, because I've been eating so poorly, the only thing that's keeping me in Wonderland is the fact that I'm getting so much, that I'm walking so much at work. If I were eating like this and staying home, I would have gained 10 pounds. I know I would have. So, okay, well, my car is a mess. They're going to probably think, you know, when they get in my car, they're going to think, what a pigsty, because it is a mess. All right, well, I'm here for the oil change. I'm trying to find a spot to park. So I will be talking to you guys later. Let me show you my food for the day. And you have to try this chili. So, all right, see you soon. So I just left Big Boy. I didn't even look at a menu. I got a glass of ice water, which I desperately needed. I got a side salad, no croutons, no cheese, no dressing. Just put a little pepper on top of it. And I got a cup of vegetable soup. I haven't tracked anything yet. I don't know how much that vegetable soup was. I ate almost the whole cup, so I'll count a cup. It just tasted really salty to me, but you know, that's restaurant food for you. So, not sure how many points that was. The vegetable soup was the only points I had. It was their beef vegetable, which personally I didn't see any beef in it at all. I think it was vegetable soup and beef stock, but it was just a cup, like I said. So going, you know, before I went there, I only had 3 points. I'm gonna go home. Well, right now I'm on my way. First, I'm going to the post office. Then I gotta stop and get some gas. And then I'm going home and I'll have a snack before dinner. But the day's getting away from me. It's 3 o'clock. I had a lot of stuff I wanted to get done today, and I'm so far not getting very far. I'm going to work on my kitchen today, though. I have to do that today because it's driving me nuts. Other than that, and I'm going to have to get the dog out too again. Oh, I didn't tell you what happened last night with the dog. Well, not really with the dog, but I took her out last night after I got home, so it was 11:30 at night. And my backyard is very, very dark. It's fenced in, and I'm not scared of human intruders. But I take a flashlight out with me, and I kind of always just kind of skim the yard just to see if anything's in there. I've never seen an animal in there. But last night, I was walking around the pond with her. We got to the far end where she normally does her business. And she's la 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 la, off in her own little world because Mama's finally home. And I'm skimming, in the back there around the fence line. And, when you shine a light on an animal's eyes, you can see them light up. Well, over in the corner by the fence line, I spot these eyes. And I went back to it a couple times because I've been thinking, what is that? I don't know if it was a coyote or if it was a deer. I don't think it was a deer. It didn't look quite big enough to be a deer. But anyway, they didn't look friendly. It didn't look like friendly eyes. They were real orange. So I know there are coyotes in the area, but we've never seen one over by where I live. But it spooked me out enough, and they kind of followed me. You know, when I started to walk, the ice kind of followed me more so than Molly. So, and I have to take her out a lot at night. You know, like, you know, when I get home from work, I always take her out, and I never leash her because I've never had to. But just because of what happened last night, when I get, you know, when I take her out again at night, I'm going to put her on a leash just so she stays close to me. Because that really did kind of spook me. I don't think an animal would attack her while I'm right there with her. But the thing of it is, she runs off into other, to the other parts of the yard, and I'm not directly by her at that time. And it would be easy for someone, for an animal that's really quick to go get her. So anyway, it just kind of freaked me out last night. I was talking to my daughter about it today, and I said, yeah, when I take her out from now on at night, I'm just going to put her on the leash and keep her close. She may not like it, but oh well, I'm doing it for her. So, and the eyes didn't look like, they were not friendly eyes. They were orange, and when I took her out this morning, I walked back there and I kind of looked to see if maybe, is there a sign from the railroad there that I didn't know was there or something, but no, nothing's there. So, and if the animal was standing, then it was a good sized animal. But like I said, I was afraid it might be a coyote, because we do have those. And I know some of them are pretty big. I've never seen any on this, on the property or by the property. And actually, there's coyotes in town. But I was told they're on the other side of the road. But no, I think they're starting to come everywhere. I think they're getting too used to people. So that was my freaky Wednesday night. But like I said, I normally walk around twice, and it spooked me out enough where I got her around, and and I kept looking back to see if that whatever it was following me. And I could hear it moving. I lost sight of where it was, but I heard it moving, and I just wanted to get out of there. So anyway, when I take her out tonight, I'll put her on the leash. So I'll figure out the points on this vegetable soup and let you know when I record my dinner or my snacks, how much. I think I'm gonna go this way. How many points that ends up. But like I said, it was only a cup, so I don't think it'll be too much. And like I said, there was no beef in that. They said beef vegetable, and I said, yeah, I didn't put one piece of beef in my mouth. So, all right, that's going to be it for me for right now. So, I'll talk to you guys later. For a snack today, I'm having 1 cheese stick for 1 point. I have 7 almonds for 1 point. And I have 20 of the Lily's semi-sweet chocolate chips for 1 point. So it's a 3-point snack. All right, my dinner tonight is a cup of the autumn pumpkin chili that I made. 0 points for that. I do have 2 tablespoons of fat-free sour cream on that. I think that's 1 point. And then with it, I'm having a grilled cheese sandwich. It's 2 slices of the Nichols light bread for 2 points. And I have 2 slices of Velveeta on that for 3 points. So 5 for my sandwich, 6 points for dinner. Takes me up to 14 points. All right, well, I've shown you everything that I've had to eat except for the treat I fixed for myself. It was a banana with some fat-free Ready Whip, and I put some of the Lily's chips on it. So I counted 2 points for the Lily's chips. I had 30 of them, so that's what it tracked out as. I had a lot of the fat-free Ready Whip, so I counted a point for that. Normally it's 0 if you use 2 tablespoons, but I had way more than that. So I tracked 3 points for that snack. Took me up to 18 points for the day. That vegetable soup I had at lunchtime, I counted 2 points at. Uh, it was the closest in the app that I could find to what I had. So I counted 2 points for it. It might have been, it probably was because of the salt. So anyway, 18 points for the day. I've been kind of rearranging my kitchen today, and I haven't really deep cleaned other than I swept the floor and mopped the floor, but moved some furniture around, and I moved my table to a different spot because I needed my table closer to where I actually work in the kitchen. So anyway, I just synced my Fitbit. I've got 2.28 miles in today, 5 floors, way less than what I normally did. Yesterday I had, over 10,000 steps. So about half of what I did have when I work. I'm working 1 to 10 tomorrow, so I'm not going to get a video up tomorrow. I do have Saturday off. The Ohio State game starts at noon, so I will be watching Ohio State, Wisconsin on Saturday. And I don't know what time Oklahoma plays or if they play. They might have a bye week. I don't think they have a bye week, but they might. Anyway, that's it for the day. I did stay on plan and allowed myself that treat tonight, so I feel good about that. I'm going to have one more glass of water before the night's over with, and try to hit the sack fairly early tonight. Like I said, I don't go until 1, so I can sleep in a little later tomorrow. But I want to get up early enough where I can take Molly around the pond a couple times in the morning. So, okay, you guys have a great night. I got a message earlier tonight from one of my subscribers wanting to know if I'm okay because she hadn't seen any videos. I'm fine. I'm just, October has been sort of an off-the-rails month for me. And I have been recording. My internet hasn't been helpful to me at all. There's one video I've tried 5 times to upload and I couldn't get it up. So I'm fine. It's just that I'm having internet issues and I'm just working a lot. So, and I'm tired. So, okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what I will record as food-wise tomorrow. I'll at least get something up. Sorry about that. I got a phone call from one of my sons. Anyway, I was telling you, I'll at least get something up to let you know what I had to eat tomorrow. I haven't fixed my lunch yet, so I haven't done any meal planning yet for tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But I'll at least tell you my points and what I've had to eat if I don't show you the food itself. So, all right, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.